Is Brooklyn going to have a case of the Mondays and get swept out of the playoffs? Is Philly going to finish the series at home? Let me know in the comments. I think Philly wins. I think Brooklyn wins. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Craig Bennett, a.k.a. Cash Keg, here back with another NBA Prizepicks video. If you haven't noticed, I really needed those last 2 days with the family. It's good to spend some time with the kids, so I appreciate your patience with me. And I upgraded some things. Put a new mic here, got rid of the blue mic, got a beacon mic here. Let me know what you think about it. Trying to upgrade things. Hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better, more crisp. As we continue to do these things, I'm going to reinvest, put it in the equipment. Hopefully we'll make things better for you. And if you want more of these videos, again, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell as the lines do move. And hey, let me know again, is Boston going to absolutely sweep Brooklyn out of the playoffs? If they do, man, you think Kevin Durant was whiny on Twitter before this? They're going to come after him, and I think it really hurts his legacy if they do. So I think he pulls this one out. And then Philly. I think Philly takes care of Toronto here at home. Joel Embiid needs some rest on that thumb. I think he's going to have surgery in the offseason, but, it could be maybe a problem through the playoffs, but, just a little pain management for him. But, hey, I think he does need the rest. I think they do win. But, hey, let me know what you think, and let's just get after this. All right, like always, we have the NBA desktop version up here of Prizepicks. We'll talk about each and every one of these plays. And if you do not have an account, make sure you head on over there and use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Let's get after it. All right, 4 plays for you here. Talk about each and every one of them. Hopefully we can start Monday off on track. The big one here is Fred VanVleet is questionable at Philly here, so it could change some things. I think he's going to play, but hey, if he doesn't for some reason, this play's even a better play. I still like it regardless either way, and that is Trenton Jr. over 18.5 points. We've kind of seen what he's done since he got over that flu that he had. He put up 45 and 39 minutes in those 2 games, shooting 19 and 20 shots, 47-40%, a lot of threes, 9 and 10 threes in those 2 games, hitting 4 and 3 of them, so not shooting too great there, but he's, putting up 24 points in each game here. Hey, it's a do or die game for these guys, so they're going to need his scoring. And if for Fred VanVleet, if he, for whatever reason, was sat this game, this line would go up well over 20 points. So I'm going to jump on it regardless. I like it with the minutes he's got to play, with how much he's been shooting. I can kind of see that trend continuing out. So we're going to take Trenton Jr. over 18.5 points as play number 1. Second one here, we're going to go over to points, rebounds, and assists. And we're going to talk about our boy Bruce Brown. Man, we've hit this a lot, over and under all the time. I think this is an over situation. If we look what he's done, he's went over this mark in 5 of his last 6 games, 2 of his 3 in this series. The first game wasn't really involved, but played 40, 37, and 36 minutes in the first 3 games. The shot attempts just went up a ton. First game, it was only 3. Then he put up 12. Then last game, he put up 19. And he's hit 53 and 67% of his shots. So he's being super efficient, even in the field goals attempts being way up here. 8 rebounds in both of those last 2 games and 3 and 4 assists. So everything's trending up here. Boston's being very physical and taking Kyrie and Durant a lot out of the game here. I do think, I do think I like one of these superstars here, but man, Nash has to get some space and run some plays for Durant to get a little space. He can shoot over these guys, but he's got to get a little space so he can take the shot. So, but yeah, Bruce Brown over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think this continues. I think Boston is content having someone like Bruce Brown beat them than one of their 2 superstars. And don't get me started on the whole Ben Simmons saga. Let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. I think it's just absolutely horrendous what that guy is doing to the league in general. And he's probably going to shape the CBA whenever NBA does that collective bargain agreement. He's probably screwing a lot of players going forward when it comes to pay because the guy's just not playing. I know he's got a back injury, but the dude's been out He's a prima donna. I can't stand the whole situation. So let me know what you think in the comments there. All right, so we got 2 of those. Let's go to the third one. Kind of talked about how we're going to go into it. I'm going to Kevin Durant over 26.5 points. Like I said, he does not want to get swept out of the playoffs here. He's only went over this in one of the 3 games. But what was crazy was he only took 11 shots last game. Now, the one game he actually went over 26.5 points here, he shot 24% from the field. He shot 4 from 17, but he went to the line 20 times. 20 times. He only went to the line twice last game. And he played 45 minutes. It's crazy. So I think Kevin Durant's going to try to take over this game a little bit. Again, they got to get him space, man. And if he doesn't, and he kind of folds this game and he doesn't try to take this over, again, this is a legacy killer for me, for Kevin Durant. You know, he's one of the best scorers in the league. You know, you could say it almost since Jordan if you wanted to. I mean, like the way he scores, he could get a bucket because of his size. They just got to give him a little bit of space. And I just think that they take this one. I don't think they're going to beat him in the series because they just haven't made any of the right adjustments. But 26.5 is way too low in an elimination game. We're going to take the over on this one just on the fact that there's no way he can't score at least 30 here. Or man, tomorrow's talk radio in the morning is going to be absolutely nuts. And you talk about a meltdown on Twitter he's going to have. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. All right, fourth and final pick we're going to go here is 3-pointers made. You know, I don't really care for this one too much, but I do think I like this with the consistency we've seen out of it. Luka back at home, role players at home. I've talked about a lot. I love them. And it's Reggie Bullock over 2.5 3-pointers here, playing massive minutes. Even with Luka coming back, he's played 44, 45, 44, 45 minutes. Like he's not coming off the court, and shot 8 3-pointers last game. So he shot in this series, he shot 8, 5, 6, and 8, and he's made 3 of them in every game this series. And I don't think that's going to stop. And I think it actually helps him with Luka around, because it does create that space because they're so worried about what Luka is actually going to do, that he does get some space to shoot those threes. And, you know, he's hit this mark, if we want to look back, in 7 of his last 10 games. I think the trend continues. And the games that he didn't hit, you know, he's only playing like 26 minutes. In the 2 games he didn't hit there. But when you got a guy playing almost over 40 minutes a game, you know, and he's shooting, you know, the amount of threes that he's shooting, because that's what he's there for, we're going to go the over on Reggie Bullock over 2.5 3-pointers made. So there's the 4 plays we got here. If I have to rank these, I'm going to go Bruce Brown over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists is number 1. I think this should be closer to 30, personally, 29.5, with how he's been playing and how I think that at home, you know, in a game where at home where they just have to have this role players, like I said, I think that he's going to have a big game again, because I think Boston's going to continue to try to take away Irving and Durant. Number 2, I am taking Durant over 26.5 points. This is just way too low. He needs this game. You know, I think he puts up 30. I understand the line being this because he hasn't done it, but this is more of just the adjustment. Durant not wanting to get swept at home. But man, that fan base is going to be crazy if he does. That's number 2. Then number 3, I'm going to go ahead and take Trenton Jr. over 18.5 points. And number 4, I'll take Reggie Bullock over 2.5 3-pointers made, just with the volatility of those 3-pointers, even though I do love it, the consistency and the shots that he's been taking as number 4. So there's 4 plays for you. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to keep knocking these videos out, start this Monday off with a bang. I'll throw up another NBA Prizepicks video when we get closer to lunchtime here, when we get the full board out, and we'll look for some more. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to do a baseball video as well. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.